Nonhlanhla. My surname is Dube, and I play Nontopa, Shaka's sister on Shaka Zulu, the musical.
It is a musical dance spectacular that boasts a 40 star-studded cast backed by an 8-piece band. That's the State Theatre's The Epic Musical titled Shaka Zulu, The Gaping Wound, directed by award-winning and renowned stage, film and television actor and director Meshack Mavuso-Magabane. One of its stars is Mduduzi Mabaso, who plays Mshongweni alongside Thembinkosi, Chagwe and Nkanyiso, Bhengu. Mabaso joins us now via Zoom to tell us more. Mdu, a very good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. Welcome.
Yes, sir.
Good to see you and good to have you on the show this morning. First of all, give us a brief background into the story of Shaka Zulu, The Gaping Wound. What's that all about?
Well, it's the story that is told through the eyes of Imbongi. And this story, it shows how Shaka was angry with the people of not mourning his mother's death, and up until he decided that there would be no plowing, there would be no women who would be pregnant, there would be no man who would be sleeping with his wife, and all those rules were respected, were honored like he wanted to, and it shows that how dictating he was as a king, not in a bad way, but then that's how he thought maybe it's a good way of doing things.
Now speak to us about your character, Mshongweni. Who is he and what defines this man?
Mshongweni is a praise poet.
Yeah.
He's Zimbongi. Mshongweni is like the spy of the nation. He is the witness of everything that is happening in the royal house. So, in short, he's the one who is able to talk to the king, but then obviously not without any respect. With respect, is the guy who got the story, is the painter of the whole story. Because if we don't have Mshongweni, we don't have the story.
Mduduzi, just how challenging was it immersing yourself in this role?
Yeah, well, it was challenging. I don't want to lie.
Yeah.
I might be a Zulu, but sometimes you realize actually that there are other things that you don't know. And the language that was spoken then, it was quite difficult. It's not the language that we speak currently. It's the Zulu that I would say they've kept it in the archives. But now we've just taken it and used it, especially when you do the praising things. It was not easy. It was not easy. I don't want to lie.
And I suppose that the production of this film comes at an opportune time because the Zulu kingdom in particular has been in the headlines in the past few months. So I want us to talk about the challenges that came with preparing for this role. And does the fact that this is a musical make it even more challenging?
No, it's not even that, actually. It's having time between the things that I'm doing and just putting myself in the shoes of Mshongweni.
Yes.
It was not an easy thing. I always say, sometimes when I get such interviews, I say, God has given me the talent. So all the time when I want to do the role in a very perfect way, I ask him first to give me the way of how to do the things. And actually, I would say he gave me, but then still it was not easy because I have to go to the shoot, I have to go to the rehearsals, and putting time and scheduling all those things with my manager, it was not easy.
All right, Mdu, let's talk about working with this award-winning and renowned stage, film and television actor and director Meshack Mavuso in the director's chair. How did that come about?
Oh well, we've been like friends. We became brothers. He's my young boy, and we grew up together.
Okay.
So we are no longer friends. It's a brotherhood thing.
Okay. And what were the highlights then of working alongside Thembinkosi Chagwe, who plays Shaka Zulu himself, and Nkanyiso Bhengu, who plays Dingane?
You know, Thembinkosi is a very quiet person, but he just loves his work because he's the guy who doesn't want to do mistakes, because the stage is not his thing, because I think he left the theater a long time ago, but then now he's back. But he's just a good guy. And Nkanyiso, Nkanyiso is amazing. Nkanyiso energy, it just takes you, it just controls you, because he's the guy who will motivate you even if you're just sitting with him or doing nothing. He will just push you to make something out of nothing. So he's that kind of a guy. So it's just an amazing energy throughout the whole cast and those people that you just asked me about.
You know, Mduduzi, the story of Shaka Zulu and the Zulu kingdom in its entirety, evokes so much curiosity. There's so many mysteries associated with it. So do you get a sense then that this film will sort of answer some of the unanswered questions?
It's not the film. It's the theatre piece.
The theatre, I beg your pardon, yes, the theatre piece, a production, I beg your pardon.
Yes, sir. Obviously, I think it will raise the questions. And actually, it's not the first time we do the show, because it was written by Ubongani Linda, who's late now, the guy who groomed us to be who we are today, even Meshack Mavuso. So I think it raised some question at that time, because it was during the township residents and hostel dwellers, ANC and Inkatha fight at that time. But then it raised the question, because I think when you listen on the last lines of the show, they're asking questions that are current now. It's not about the history, it's what is happening to us as Africans, as Zulus, as all the nations are with that blind. We don't see if we are feasting in the blood of each other people. So are we going to change any country? But then it's raising the question, but then you don't know with the audience, or I say the viewers who are watching this, if they understand the history of Shaka Zulu, when they come and see the show, what questions will they have about it?
Sure. And give us a sense of how it all comes together on stage with the 8-piece band.
Wow, it's the first time actually for me being in the show with such a big band, and a good one for that matter. And I will tell you now, I feel sometimes I can sing, but no, I cannot sing actually. I can be able to connect what somebody is singing to what I'm supposed to be singing. But with this band, they make me to think I can sing. So that's how easy it is to work with them.
Mduduzi Mabaso, lovely chatting to you, man. Thank you so much for joining us. Just share the details of the show times.
Oh, well, the show is at the State Theatre, Pretoria State. It's at the Pretoria State Theatre. It plays at 7 every day, but then on Sundays, it plays at 3. And then since it opened on Friday, which was yesterday, so it's going to go on up until the 14th of November.
Okay, Mduduzi, great chatting to you again, man. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Great stuff. Mduduzi Mabaso plays the character of Mshongweni in the epic theatre musical Shaka Zulu, The Gaping Wound. It is directed by award-winning and renowned stage, film and television actor and director Meshack Mavuso-Magabane, and it runs until the 14th of November at the State Theatre in Pretoria.